You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Today we are in Lexington, Kentucky for the regular season conference finale in women's gymnastics. Number 5 Florida comes to visit number 6 Kentucky here in Rupp Arena. 22,000 in the stands last night. Big crowd here today as Leanne Wong leads her Gators into this competition. They already have a piece of the regular season championship. The question is, can Raina Worley, the leader of the Wildcats, help her team get a piece of their first ever regular season title in women's gymnastics? If Kentucky gets the win today, there will be a 3-way tie for that regular season conference championship. Hello, everyone. I am John Roethlisberger, and it is my honor to be joined by one of the best, Olympic medalist Kathy Johnson-Clark. Kathy, we are set up for what might end up being the best competition of the entire season.
Just 0.04 of a point separate these two teams in the rankings. They're that closely matched. And Florida just leapfrogged Kentucky last week when they beat LSU and hit that 198 mark. That's a 9.9 average across all 4 events. Kentucky has yet to do that. This is the kind of environment, the kind of meet that could bring out the best in both these teams. It could be close.
It's going to be fun. We are not alone here. We are joined by the 3rd member of our team, Taylor Davis. She's got more on the Kentucky seniors.
It's a very special senior night, led, of course, by the number 3 all-arounder in the nation, Raina Worley. She told me this week that she and her fellow seniors take a lot of pride in what they've helped this program become. She said the culture's been here for years, but to see us combine it with high-level success, that's what we set out to do. Head coach Tim Garrison said this group embodies what Kentucky gymnastics should be about, and it's why the SEC regular season title will be determined here tonight.
Thanks, Taylor. It would be a first, as I mentioned, for Kentucky to have a share of that regular season title. Tim Garrison's done so much here with the Kentucky program since he's arrived. Now, here's how the meet works. Six gymnasts on each event. The 5 best scores count, but that is the key to keep an eye on throughout this competition. You can drop that low. If there's a mistake, you can wipe it away. You just have to count the 5 best scores. Add them up. That is your winner. Home team, they start on vault. The Olympic order, the visiting team, I think it's challenging. They got to end on beam, Kathy.
Wow. Beam gets a bad rap, I'm telling you. You got to embrace that event because the focus is on it can also make you a meet, not just break it.
That was Delaney Rodriguez, an outstanding freshman for the Kentucky team. We're going to talk a lot about her tonight, Kathy. She gets things going for the Wildcats.
She is becoming a lead-off queen. I mean, she just has ice water in her veins, has the exact personality necessary to lead them off.
That lead-off spot, so important in women's gymnastics. You get that momentum going from that first athlete. You talk to any of the coaches, they'll tell you exactly that. Now, somebody who stirs the drink for the Florida Gators, Sloan Blakely. She's a junior out of Frisco, Texas. Big athlete for the Florida Gators.
And while she's stirring that drink, she also puts in the detailed work in training. Little leg separation on that Maloney up to the high bar. The judges are going to be looking for all of these tiny details, particularly these handstands. And that one's right on top of the bar. Toe blind, sets up a double front dismount right here. Let's see if she can stick. Little step forward.
She has been building up this entire season, Kathy. She gets better every weekend for Jenny Rowland and her Gators.
It's a funny dynamic. Florida sometimes, usually, comes out really, really hot at the beginning of season. It has been a slow start, but steady improvement.
So back over to vault, Cecily Rizzo will be the 2nd gymnast to go as we wait for Delaney Rodriguez's score.
This is a Yurchenko full. It's a 995 start value, so that is the maximum score that this vault can get, and that was a beauty. A little bit of a pike down and a hop on the landing, so some tiny deductions there. But good dynamic vault. If you're going to do a full, you strive for perfection. Legs glued together in the air. Nicely done there. Nice height, good distance, just that little hop on the landing, slight deduction.
Kentucky has some big vaults coming up later in that rotation. Delaney Rodriguez led off with a 9.825. Victoria Wynn, we were watching her warm up, Kathy, and I think the word floaty came out of my mouth when I saw her dismount. She can really swing this event.
It did, including these release skills that are between the bars. She can float those as well.
Victoria's battled some illness in the middle of the season and came out of the all-around for a short stint, and then now she's back in.
Of course, this is what the judges are looking for. Those handstand positions must be in vertical, right on top of the bar. The releases, whether from bar to bar or on a single bar, need to be high and show a high level of difficulty.
Sloan Blakely, a 9.8 in the leadoff spot for the Gators.
Starts with a Maloney up to the high bar, down to a pack salto, down to low. Just slight leg separations on both of those. Wow, that is a pirouette right on top of the bar. Final handstand, another beautiful one. The dismount is a floaty, as you said,
That is floaty,
double
Kathy.
layout. That was gorgeous. That's probably the best routine I've seen her do all season long.
She makes me wish I could do a double layout. That just looks like fun.
Yeah, except you have to land them.
Sure.
That's less fun. On old ankles. So watch this. This is kind of the judge's view, although we're up high. They can be within 10 degrees of that vertical position for no deduction. And boy, what a beautiful dismount.
Now we go over to a series of 4 10-0 vaults in a row for the Wildcats. We get started with Ariana Patterson right here. This is big.
A front pike half. And it is huge, huge. She holds on to the stick. Really nicely done. This has become a very popular vault this year. It's a 10-0 start value, comes on straight with the horse, with the table.
Why more popular now, Kathy?
Well, Haley Bryant is who started all at
She made it look
LSU.
too easy is the problem.
Did make it look easy, and it scores well. The judges love to see it.
Cecily Rizzo, but right before her, a 9.85 on vault for the Wildcats. Now Gabby Dizador, the freshman from Overland Park, Kansas, third to go for the Gators on bars.
Really wants to hit that first handstand right there to set up this combination. Maloney to pack. Nice job with her form. And a Van Leeuwen, she adds a half twist to go back up to the bar.
Victoria Wen, a 9.85 for her routine.
This is huge. Oh, a little stutter step on the landing. Her chest was down a little bit, so she had to hop forward. So that was a really, really good bar routine. Watch her spot the landing on the dismount. That head comes around, looks right where she wants to plant her feet. Almost got the stick, not quite.
Here we go on vault. Another big vault coming up here. Ariana Patterson, a 9.925. Our first 9.9 plus of the competition. Isabella Magnelli now.
Another pike front half. Nicely done. She came on a little bit high onto the table to really get that block, and that block is what sets up the height and distance, and also the ability to find that landing.
4 good vaults for Kentucky. Let's go down to Taylor.
Ellie Lazzari has worked so hard to get back into these lineups for Florida, coming off that Achilles injury her sophomore year. She told me bars has been the most challenging for her to get back. Before every meet, she reminds herself, I'm in these lineups for a reason. She said it may be the most difficult, but it's also been the most gratifying.
So Ellie Lazzari following Gabby Dizador's 9.9. So the first 9.9 for the Gators now matches the first 9.9 for the Wildcats.
And Ellie just embodies resilience and perseverance, especially in tackling this event coming back from injury. Beautiful lines. Fantastic lines. Slight leg separation on that pack. But her handstands are immaculate. So patient, so lovely. Full twisting double back. Oh no, and her legs just gave out. It looks like she missed her release point, took it out a little too far. And once you do that, it's really hard to make the adjustment necessary.
Isabella Magnelli, a 9.9. Now the leader of this team, their star. They've got a few stars, but Raina Worley, somebody who's gotten so much attention in her 5th year here at Kentucky. She will be the 5th athlete to go another big vault.
She has modeled greatness in and out of the gym all her 5 years here, and this, she stuck it cold in the warm-ups. Oh, didn't quite get that landing, just a little too much juice.
And you said it, big vault though.
It was a huge vault. The judges will love the amplitude, the height and the distance. You just also have to be able to freeze your feet as you do this, right? Here, to open up the arms, and she just had too much rotation to get the stick.
Good problem to have, a little too much power off that table. All right, Anya Pilgrim, another freshman. We mentioned Delaney Rodriguez for Kentucky and how important she's been to the Wildcats. Anya Pilgrim for the Gators. Is there a more important freshman, if you can say that about anybody? She has been so critical to this Gator lineup.
She has been mind-boggling because she is so calm, cool, collected. I mean, if there are nerves, you cannot see it. And in fact, we talked to Jenny before and she said, people are thinking she's not having fun because she's not smiling, she's not dancing, she's not doing all this. And she's like, but I'm happy. I said her heart is smiling.
Not only that, the report is she's never had more fun doing gymnastics than she is at Florida. Love to see that. Now, right now, we got a little judging conference, Kathy, and I always am curious your thoughts on this because you have a routine before the routine, right? How much does this mess with that mental prep to go up on the bars? And here she is, big spot for a freshman.
You train for this. They train these scenarios. Sometimes the coaches will even throw them at them in training. You know, somebody's grip rope, or you have to go up now on bars, do a lot of last-minute shifts, so they learn when to time their preparation and their mental cues.
Anya Pilgrim waiting for that Ellie Lazzari score. Meanwhile, Raina Worley, they got her for that big step, Kathy. 9.775 for her on that big vault. We also have a big all-around competition going on here today. Obviously, the team competition was the headliner, but 6 all-arounders going after that title.
Watch the patience that Anya swings this routine with. Takes her time to hit the positions. Nice job. She glued her legs together. No separation at all in the transitions. Beautiful flowing swing. Big power on these giants to set up a full twisting double back and a stuck landing because of her patience. You have to wait for the good to happen.
And that was a big moment because Ellie Lazzari scored a 9.5. That is basically a missed routine, so you don't want to count that. The pressure was on Anya here.
I mean, to be able to handle that pressure as a freshman and just stay so calm, that's money.
The Clinton, Tennessee junior Mackenzie Wilson needs a big vault here. She scored a 10 this season, and she's following, as we mentioned, Raina Worley's 9.775.
She has a huge vault and an uncanny ability to find it.
Oh!
There it is. She has done this all season long. She's like a cat in the air.
Like a toothpick in a club sandwich, Kathy Johnson-Clark.
Okay, a cat with a toothpick and a club sandwich. There you go. Spots the landing. Doesn't move her feet. Well done.
They needed that one. They do not want to count that 9.775 from Worley.
I think Tim Garrison is just a little bit excited at that vault.
Anya Pilgrim, by the way, a 9.9. So where Kentucky doesn't want to count that 9.775, Florida does not want to count that 9.5 from Ellie Lazzari. And now they have their star, Leanne Wong, coming up. And that cheer you hear in the background, that is the cheer of a perfect 10, Kathy. She does it again.
The judges love that landing. That was incredible. As I said, she just has an uncanny ability to just hone in on where those feet go and where her chest needs to be.
You called it. You said it before it happened. She has an uncanny ability to stick it. She did it there, showing why she's number 4 in the country on that event. Now the pressure goes over to the veteran from the Gators, Leanne Wong.
She has such powerful swing and elegant at the same time. Nice job keeping those legs together on the Van Leeuwen. And the dismount is another floaty double layout. Legs glued together and a perfectly stuck landing. Wow, I love her little jump after the salute. It's like a salute in the air.
What a finish. for the Florida Gators. Obviously, Kentucky with that 10 is huge, but for Anya Pilgrim and now Leanne Wong to answer in such a big way, what a finish to this rotation. Hugs all around for Mackenzie Wilson. First rotation in, we already have perfection, and it's Mackenzie Wilson. Wow, what a start to what we said would be an unbelievable competition here in Lexington. Lots more to come.